Oh,
I wanted one.
gotta love Whataburger.
Malt, French fries dipped in it. Okay guys, so here we are. We just took off, and this is the second time we've taken out our camper.
Our new camper.
Our new camper. We're headed out to
Mission Tejas.
Mission
State
Tejas
Park.
State Park near the Davy Crockett Forest.
National Forest.
Yeah. So this should be fun. This is going to be some great stuff. We're going to a folk fest.
Explore the festival grounds beneath the pines while enjoying 19th century music. Learn about the crafts, skills, trades, and history that helped early frontier Texans survive and thrive. Interact with knowledgeable presenters that bring our past to life, and of course help support your local state park.
Okay, so here we are pulling into Tejas. We had a fantastic drive there, and it's really pretty. I mean, this is the new office building. It was just built like 3 months ago. It still smells new in there. These are really unique water capturing, we call them cisterns when I was a boy, but that's how they get the rain there, and this office is just state of the art. Hi guys, this is Mark with The Art of RVing, and today it's a special treat. We have Jared Schamberger, and I'm sure he's never been called
Hamburger.
Sorry, low hanging fruit there, my man. Just low hanging fruit. So we are at the Mission Tejas, yes, and it's an amazing place. It dates all the way back to, it was the first mission in Texas, but way before that.
What's back to 1690?
Yeah, tell us about that. 1690.
So in 1690, the French were starting to explore the Mississippi River Valley, and when the Spanish got wind of that, they came all the way up here to establish what would become the first Spanish mission in the lands that would become Texas, outside of, right around the border.
Right.
So they established Mission San Francisco de los Tejas.
Okay, so Jared, in 1934, the CCC, which stands for?
The Civilian Conservation Corps.
Right, came in and actually rebuilt the representation of the Mission Tejas. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Tell us.
That's correct. So the Civilian Conservation Corps was part of Roosevelt's New Deal. A lot of people were hard up during the Great Depression and needed work. Without the Civilian Conservation Corps' efforts, we wouldn't have hardly, I don't even know if we'd have half of the state parks in every state and the national parks here in this country that we do today. One of their projects here, because we're near that site of the original Mission San Francisco de los Tejas, was to build a commemoration. And they started their work in about 1934. The big push was to get it done by 1936 so they could use this structure to help celebrate Texas's bicentennial.
Okay, Jared, so here at the Mission Tejas State Park, tell us some of the amenities. It's really beautiful here. It's like treed in and old, I noticed it. And also the limited availability of the campsites, which makes it really quaint. Yeah, we were thrilled. We were like, how many? 15 campsites. So tell us a little bit about the park.
So we've grown from that original 114 acres to 660 acres. So there's a lot of acreage to play around in, but very few campsites. The camping loop was built, I believe, back in the 50s when we became a state park. So you get a little bit of exclusivity there. We do get booked out pretty far ahead, but the plus side of that is when you're out on the trail, usually you have a lot of peace and quiet.
Yeah.
There's more than 10 plus miles of trail network, more than half of which are also open to biking in addition to hiking. We also have fishing. We do youth education programs like archery and things like that all the time on the weekends. So tons of history as well. We have 3 historic sites here in the park, including El Camino Real, the first road in Texas. But we also have the commemorative mission behind us and the Rice family log home, which was built in the early 1800s. So yeah.
Hey, just amazing.
So there's a big network of roads all over the southern and southwest U.S. that the Spanish put in that are collectively kind of called Los Caminos Reales, but the one here was El Camino Real de los Tejas. Other parts of Texas, it was kind of like a spider web, but here the piney woods were so thick that it kind of narrowed down to one single lane road. So if you come to the park and you visit that original trace of El Camino Real de los Tejas, you can walk in the footsteps of famous people like Davy Crockett, Stephen F. Austin, Moses Austin, some big names in Texas history.
Wow, that is great, and I understand it's near Crockett, Texas, so that would be Davy Crockett.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're near the Davy Crockett National Forest, which owes its namesake to Davy Crockett, as well as the nearby town of Crockett, which kind of legend or history tells that Davy Crockett stopped on his way to join up with the Texas independence movement.
Right.
To kind of camp out briefly. Yep.
Well, awesome. Okay, so Carrie and I are down here because we love the park's awesome, and we had visited it before but didn't stay. And there's an activity tomorrow. I don't know if you call that happening. The Folk Festival is tomorrow, and I'm just gonna let Jared tell you. He can tell me a lot better than what it is. It's going to be great. I mean, this place will swell up. It's like a festival, okay?
Yeah.
You know, yeah.
So it's our 14th annual Folk Festival. It's our biggest annual event. It's always that last Saturday of April. We have historical reenactors, old-fashioned tradesmen, craftspeople come out, and not only are they peddling their wares, but they're also, really doing a lot of education. You can come out, you can learn to dance like it's the 18th century. You can buy a handmade wooden spoon. You can watch a blacksmith make nails. You can throw the ad ladle with us. We have people who are Civil War reenactors, act like old-fashioned fur traders from the early 1800s that'll tell you all about their gear. It's just a ton of fun.
Wow.
Yeah.
I love that. Now, Jared, tomorrow, will you actually film me and Carrie dancing like it's the 1800s? Would that be okay, man?
Absolutely.
I would like. Carrie's just shaking her head no. So anyway, all right. So something fun that we always do. Here we go. Jared, I know you're not expecting this, but what's your favorite color?
Green.
And what's your favorite ice cream?
Rocky Road.
What's your favorite Chamburger?
Anything with jalapenos.
What's your favorite color?
Green.
Did I ask that before?
Yeah?
What's my name?
Oh.
What's my RV channel? That would be Mark at the Art of RV. No, that's okay, man. I mean, Jared and I go way back, man. We've got to know each other since how long? 10 minutes?
Yeah.
I mean,
10 minutes.
we go way back, brother. So, right. So, before we go, though, we're going to do something super special, which is we are going to talk about the mission behind us. And I'm going to get...
So, like I said, this was built in the style of a European log cabin rather than a fort like the original mission. So you can see these nice round notched beams that are joined together, and in the cracks between they have chinking and daubing, which is basically just weatherproofing for the winter to keep the log cabin nice and sealed up. A cool thing that the Civilian Conservation Corps did was work with locally sourced materials. So these all used to be part of the forests from when the Civilian Conservation Corps started their work. So the Civilian Conservation Corps, it was a bunch of young men that were working pretty much all day, so they like to get creative with their work and put their own touches on it. So all this ironwork is custom, and they like to do all kinds of fun things. They even would use some alternative materials for some of the handles, right? So just like the logs were gathered locally, so was the stonework, but the Civilian Conservation Corps liked to put lots of creative touches in their work. You can see the tree here formed in the mortar. You can also see there's two different types of stone here. Some of the ones from the deeper geology we have here actually have fossils in them from when Texas was a shallow inland sea at that time. In a lot of places in East Texas where they're cutting new roads or doing construction, you can even find fossilized shark's teeth to this day. Most of this structure is still the original structure from 1934. Every now and then we'll come through, replace some beams, some shingles, but what you see in front of you is a lot like what the Civilian Conservation Corps saw as they were building it way back in the 1930s. Just like they got creative with the stonework, they definitely left their mark in some of the mortar work here and the foundation outside. You can see some names and even some dates. Some of them are 34, some of them are 45 from repair work, but the Civilian Conservation Corps, their legacy lives on in more than one way, definitely.
Okay, so here we are.
On our way to the Folk Festival at Mission Tejas State Park.
It's going to be fun.
Yeah,
We've been looking
looking forward
forward to
to
this
it.
for about a year, and we'll show you what it's all about here in just a second, but it's going to be fantastic.
Right.
So today we are selling raffle tickets and snow cone tickets for $1.
And all the proceeds go to the Friends of Mission Tejas, which helps events like this.
Oh, okay.
What's your dog's name?
Wyatt Earp.
Wyatt Earp.
Hello, Wyatt Earp.
Today we're going to play the game of Graces. The game of Graces is played by both boys and girls. It's a game that is meant to teach gracefulness and poise, as well as hand-eye coordination and just burning off some of that energy that young children seem to have. So it's a great way to have some fun. So for a very easy game, it actually takes a little bit of skill. What we're going to do is you put your hoop on 2 sticks, cross them, and then you'll pull them apart quickly and evenly. And the hoop will hopefully launch gracefully in the right direction.
Yeah, I'm Nancy Smith from Huntsville, Texas.
And I'm Milton Widener from Huntsville, Texas.
And we have this great Riverside RV. It's a 2018 model, the retro. We love it. That's a Bel Air blue color.
Yeah, we love this camper. It pulls real easy. It's small, it gets into tight spaces. She liked it because it's retro. I like it because it's easy pulling.
Yeah, with that beast. Okay, so we're pulling out of Whataburger.
We're in Henderson on our way home from Mission Tejas.
And I did not buy a hamburger.
Oh,
I wanted one.
gotta love Whataburger.
Malt, French fries dipped in it. Yeah, and we're pulling the trailer. We just got back from Mission Tejas. And I would rate that from 1 to 10. I would rate that as a
10.
I would say 10.
It was awesome.
It was awesome. I mean, you saw all what was happening with the Folk Fest and everything. The campsites, tight. There's only 15 of them, but I'd say that was the quietest campsite we've ever been in.
Yeah, you have to have a smaller camper. Ours is 21 foot.
Yeah.
You couldn't have one much longer than that.
No, but there was a guy who had a bigger one. That there is a spot. He has a 42 footer. He said he brings, except they didn't have the spot that was available for it, so he had to bring his 20 footer.
Oh.
Yeah.
So there are some bigger spots.
Yeah,
I guess.
and it has a really cool fishing pond there where you could brim fish, and they were catching catfish.
Yeah.
Yeah, so catching some catfish, and of course the El Camino Real Trail.
It's awesome.
Oh,
The history there is amazing.
I mean, it
the
is
mission.
amazing. Yeah.
Camino. I can't even talk. I'm very tired.
It's
this
hard to
time.
say. I know.
Yeah, and then the rice home that's on the grounds.
Yeah.
Lots of history going on.
I mean, it's just amazing. So I mean, that's one of our top 5 places we've ever been.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you get a chance, go there. And apparently they have the folk festival there every April.
The last Saturday of every April.
Yeah. So and it's worth going.
Yeah,
I mean,
it
it was a blast.
very interesting. If you like history,
Yeah.
you would love it.
Yeah. So it's a cool place, y'all. So anyway, subscribe,
Thanks for coming along. Hit the
Yeah.
like button for us.
hit the like button. We always appreciate you watching. See you later.
Bye.